Hello.
Wow, here we are.
And
oh man,
what?
This camera is all. Why is this camera tilted this way?
Oh, what's it? Is it tilted?
Look at me. Go to me, Kevin. I'll
Kevin.
cover.
Hurry,
Come
get him.
to me.
No, not wide. Him.
Hi. Normal. Okay. I can vamp. They call me Lady in the Vamp.
Okay, you know what?
Bad job, Sean.
Why is it on? Okay,
disappointing.
why is this camera? I've seen some live productions where that was how it was treated the whole time. Now, why is this camera like? So I'm trying to make it not like that.
That makes the camera guy feel real confident in his abilities too.
Yeah.
It's
is this camera darker than the other one?
It's so dark. Why is the camera so dark?
It is.
I'm gonna fix it.
No, Sean, you had your chance. It's my turn. Hey guys, I just want to shout out to the Patreon. If you're a Patreon subscriber, thank you. It's been a blessed 3 months.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, go back to wide, Meg.
Yeah,
yeah, that's much better.
This is
Look
how
at
it
that.
always was.
Look at that. No shadows.
It's
Always.
fixed.
Thank
God I was here to do what couldn't be done.
You know what's really funny? This is a fun story that you'll just fucking love.
Okay.
My microphone stand was really squeaky. Like,
yeah.
And Meg's like, yeah, you can definitely hear that. So Garrett's like, I'm going to fix that. Don't worry. I got some WD-40 in my back pocket. I'm going to lube you up and you'll be all set.
Yeah.
And now, no squeaks.
No squeaks.
And then Garrett said, I'm going to be proactive and get all these fucking mic stands.
All four.
Because I don't want any squeaks on our set. And I said, thank you, Garrett. And now he did way too much. And look over your mic stand, Garrett.
Yeah, if you zoom in on me, Kev, there. Yeah. I can't.
He has to hold it.
I think I have to hold it. It won't.
What the hell happened?
It knocked my hat off. It
Over lube.
I got too wet. I got it too
He
lubricated.
did too much. And like even Rocco's like touching it and it's like not staying where it should. But again,
Mine's good.
No
no
squeaks.
squeaks.
I think we
Mine's
should
all
be
good.
holding on to him and piloting him around in case we move.
You got a pilot.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, theme song.
I'm a lonely horseman, got my pistol. I'm just trying to be somebody besides a lonely horseman. Got my gun at my side, I'm just trying to be a lonely horseman, lonely horseman.
Welcome back. Hey, I just want to address before we keep going on too far.
Yeah.
I see this in the chat a lot, and I just saw it a second ago, so I just want to tackle it. Somebody in the chat said, "Is anyone else in this chat horny?" And I just want to get out of the way. Yeah. You know. Yeah.
Horny on.
That's right. Sometimes you gotta let everyone know Horny is on Maine.
So I just, this is human. I like to be as open and honest. I don't like holding things back. I like having a personal, bond with the audience, and I'm just being real. Yeah.
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 It's a good.
Sometimes I text Jenny and I say, I'm horny, dog.
What does she text back?
Ditto.
Ditto. Wow.
Yeah.
I text her that too,
Cute.
but it's not. I don't expect. I'm just.
You're letting her
You're
know.
just
I'm just
letting her
being
know.
real. Like,
Yeah.
hey, we're
not
real.
weird.
Oh, yeah.
We're
I'm not
friends.
expecting anything either.
I
I'm just letting her
respect you.
know.
I respect you guys so much. And if Sean needs taken care of, you got to do it. I don't
I
expect
didn't
that
say
because
that.
obviously
She
this
doesn't.
isn't like a. I may be apple cucked, but that's
Texting
where I draw the line. But I just want to be open and honest with everybody.
Texting
so, yeah.
your friend's wife, I'm horny. It's not
Hey,
weird.
my favorite thing about Siri, day one when we got Siri, was text mom I'm horny.
Yeah.
Oh,
the-
that
God,
was the
I remember
best.
getting the first iPhone that had Siri, I believe was the iPhone 4S. And I remember getting that the day before we filmed the Ghost Recon
Yep,
video
I was
in
there.
like 2011 or 12, whatever that was. And I got out of the car and said, hey guys, this is the first phone with the voice command Siri. Before I even finished the sentence, Eric was going, hey Siri, text mom I'm horny. Text mom I'm horny. Hey Siri, text mom I'm horny. And it was like, oh.
And it said it. It
Yeah.
said text mom. It was to your mom, and it said I'm horny, and it said send, and
Yeah.
then Rocco said no. But we were close.
Yeah, we almost
we-
got that sent.
We were screaming, yes, yes, Siri, yes.
Send.
Yes, yes.
It was,
But that is like Eric just said that.
Yeah.
But it's brilliant because everyone has a mom contact in their phone.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just says mom.
Mommy.
I didn't. Mommy.
There's some people out there they call her mommy.
If your phone says mommy,
Yeah,
that's a little.
Who's allowed?
suspect.
Who's
keeping
Who's
your
allowed to
jeans high
say
and
mom?
tight.
a child?
A kid.
A kid, yeah.
And up to a certain age. Like if you're like 15,
No, that is not the way to
when
address
you're
your
like
mother.
4, totally.
Sure.
That's fine.
And daddy has taken almost
That's
like
a
has
whole
been
nut-
like that word has like been reclaimed as like a weird
Don't
sexual
go there.
thing, I feel like.
no,
yeah.
I mean if you're a little kid, it's fine.
I see a lot of guys getting called daddy in a sexual way.
Where
Like,
do you see this?
Online, dude.
Where do
Walmart.
you? Because I don't know what that is.
At the bank.
Walmart, Wiener Schnitzel.
You know, I'm going in. Let me cash the check. Sure thing, daddy. It's
Hi,
like, no,
Daddy.
don't. I'm here for the money thing. I don't want to be objectified. Please don't say that. And they're like, whatever you say, teachable moment.
Yeah. You do wear that name tag that
Someone
says
in the
daddy
chat
on.
said like 2 things that are weird are mommy and mother. Those are
Mother.
Doesn't the vice
Yeah,
president
mother
call his
kinda-
wife mother?
The what?
In what?
Our vice president right now.
Oh, does he? I don't know.
I think he
I don't
calls his wife mother, like a
I kn-
real old fashioned. Let's go to dinner tonight, mother.
I know. The
Creepo.
dad in Carousel of Progress does that.
Oh, really?
Mother's working on the basement right now. She's going to turn it into a rumpus room.
That's some old shit.
That kind of, I mean, turns me on. You know that
That is-
working on a rumpus room in the 1960s.
Can you imagine your dad calling you? Go, oh, hello, father. Hey, father.
That sounds
Love
like
you, father.
Prometheus Android David shit.
Yeah.
It just sounds
Yes,
weird.
father.
I was gonna
Will I
say
ever have feelings, mother?
you can only. I'm cool with calling like a computer mother or father in reference to the Alien franchise. I always thought that was cool that they refer to the computer as mother.
That is
Yeah.
cool. That is cool.
I just watched Alien in 4K. It came out in 4K.
Nice.
So you finally saw it for real.
Yeah, finally saw it, dude.
Before he was half
I didn't even
seen
know
it.
there was an alien in it.
yeah.
You can see him hiding in the pipes now.
Yeah, you could see
He's there.
You could see who made the pipes, a manufacturer. You know, no, but that movie in 4K was incredible. Was so well done, and it's only the first one. And I'm like, cool. When are we getting the box set? Give me all of them. And they are like, yep. James Cameron has to oversee every transfer of his movies. That's his deal.
Wow.
And he ain't getting to that anytime soon. So forget
Yeah,
it.
the seed bearer takes priority.
Yeah, Avatar the Seed Bearer, you're right.
Nice.
So, and then I was like, well, shit. But what about the rest of them? And then I stopped myself. I was like, you just want the second one. Yeah. Who cares about the other ones? Okay. You know, if it was all in one box set, I'd get it. But if you can't do the second one, what the fuck are we doing?
That movie that I really think that you should watch, Rocco and Garrett. A documentary called Film Worker about the guy with Stanley Kubrick. Like this
wanna
is
see that.
made for you two, both of you.
Yeah.
So please,
Okay.
getting Rocco to watch something that we've touched. It's not possible. It's not possible. But you should watch this one.
I'll get it. I'll go.
But he is the guy who has to frame by frame every upscale of all of his movies is this dude doing it. And it's like, man, every frame is him like going through and like making sure.
what's
it's
the name of the
perfect.
house that he works at? Did he say? Is it
house?
Lowry Digital or like?
I don't know if they said or if they did. I don't
The Film
didn't
Worker.
retain that. It's called Film Worker. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
Film Worker.
Because I
on
watched
Reeves.
a real in-depth one when they remastered A Hard Day's Night for the Beatles. It was someone just showing every frame, like, here's how I get rid of this. Okay, now here's a hairline, here's a fracture on the film, so this is
Yeah.
what I do. And it was really
And
fascinating.
it's him taking this like magnifying like this like little
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
and it's,
yeah.
Like, every frame is like going through it. It's like what
Yeah.
a nightmare. What
Yeah.
a nightmare.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a big film nerd.
Yeah, I
And-
love the remastering kind of process and all that stuff.
You
It's
got to
really
see
cool.
a very special print of a very special
Yeah.
film this week.
So this happened in LA this week. Something happened. They the Academy, like the Oscars Academy, or whatever. They have a vast archive of film stuff, obviously, and they this week inherited the Dykstra Flex camera, which was invented for the original Star Wars. It was basically it was an early form of motion control, and motion control is basically a camera that can be programmed to repeat the same movement over and over again.
It's got
so that
little
you
like
can-
motors in it.
Yeah, it will repeat the exact same movement so that you can add stuff to the shot in multiple passes and then put all that together, and it will all follow the same movement. if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah. And that's how
So-
they get all the miniature shots of the space fighting and the dog fights and stuff.
Yeah, they said in traditional stop motion, we would have a bunch of models and then it would, move it. But then you don't get any motion blur. That's why stop motion doesn't look real. There's no motion blur like this right here, Motion control, you could just have the Millennium Falcon model swoop past the camera as it makes the same movement, and then you do it again with the Death Star model, and then you do it again with another thing, and you lay those shots all on top of each other, and they're all going at the same rate, and you get motion blur because the camera's actually moving. It's not just stop. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I hope I'm explaining. I try to explain this stuff to maybe people who have no idea about production or whatever, so maybe if I might be sounding like an idiot here, but anyway, that original camera, John Dykstra created that camera.
And named it after himself.
What's that?
He named the camera after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like the
Oh, dude.
Ego.
The chat
maniac.
lens.
If I invented that camera, it would have been the Boditron.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I would have gone all in. The Rocco-matic.
All right.
It's branding. It's branding. Sean.
Sure. Okay.
But anyway, no, but yeah, so they got that original camera. It's in their archives now. And because they were doing that, they busted out, the Academy in their archives has an original 70 millimeter print of the original Star Wars.
Oh.
No changes, no nothing.
Hell yeah.
That's in their archive. They never bring it out, but they were like, well, we're already bringing it out for this event. Hey, you know what? This Saturday, we're just going to screen it. We're going to throw it on the projector and play it. Wow. They sold tickets for $5.
$5
just to cover the cost of playing it on the fucking thing,
Yeah, paying for the ticketeer. And,
So yeah,
Keep the lights on.
yeah.
it was awesome. I got there, so I was like, dude, they didn't really advertise it. It wasn't a promoted thing. But Jason, our friend Jason Cryer, our great artist, tipped me off. He's like, I heard about this. I don't know. You might want to check it out. I was like, sure. And man, I'm glad I did because I got there Saturday. So they showed it Saturday morning, which was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I got there and it was a whole presentation. John Knoll, who was a big shot at Lucasfilm in getting their digital side created, he created Photoshop. Like that was him. So that guy was just hanging out with everybody, got to talk with him. That was so cool.
You're rubbing elbows with all these elites.
Yeah, it was
At
awesome.
The Academy?
So this guy's just hanging out and we're just chilling on a Saturday morning. He's like, yeah, look at the camera here. Look how this part moves. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck is happening? Like, this is crazy. Also in LA, where they had me park in a structure and they comped the parking. They stamped it. Oh, you're good. I was like, hey, in LA, that's rare.
Whoa.
Anyway, but yeah, so we went and talked to that guy first. They actually showed, he got up there and he's like, today's presentation, we're actually going to show effects now versus where they were. So we're going to play Rogue One first. Like we're
The whole
actually
movie?
Yeah. So
Whoa.
they played the whole they played that first. It was an audience of film nerds who were ready to just be there all day. So it was
Okay.
like, hey, fuck it. We're going to play Rogue One. I was like, okay. And I was
70
like,
millimeter?
it was like the highest quality version they had of it. So it
Okay.
looked incredible.
Cool.
That theater we watched it in is the Academy's own like theater. And they, so everything like looked and sounded perfect.
Yeah.
So it was so fucking loud and every part of it was separated where you could just, it was so good. And you know what? We watched through Rogue One and I remember like reactions on it were kind of divisive when it came out.
Oh, I love Rogue One.
I enjoyed it too, and I enjoyed it even more now. And when that ended, everyone in the theater was like, hey, that was better than I remember. And I was like, yeah, that's a good movie.
That's a great
I
movie.
really like Rogue One. There is shit I don't like in it. You know, did they need all the ham-fisted like fan service kind of moments? No. Did they need CGI people? No. There's things I don't like.
Yeah.
But I think overall, I was sitting there and I'm like, this is the movie I would have begged for in 7th grade when I discovered Star Wars.
Hell yeah.
I wanted more expanded universe. That movie delivers on all that. You know what
You
I mean?
got
Like,
Mads. You got Mads
that's
in
an
there?
underrated movie. I really like that movie.
That movie is great.
So
Great movie.
whatever. I'm going on record and say that was a good ass. I think that honestly is one of the better things. I've liked all the Disney made Star Wars movies. I've honestly enjoyed them all, but it might be my favorite of them.
I
Anyway.
think I like Force Awakens the most, and then
Yeah, maybe.
Rogue One after that.
Force Awakens had the fun spirit of Star Wars in it. It wasn't the best plot wise, but it captured the spirit, you know. But anyway, okay, so whatever. I liked Rogue One. So anyway, that was cool. Then they played Star Wars, And yeah, it looked incredible. The rumor was that they were going to play a print of it that was even. So the first time they ever screened Star Wars, when it came out, May 1977, that opening crawl came out, and it was like shaky. It wasn't even like they filmed it. They like just took a camera and filmed down a printed out thing.
Oh my God.
And then Luma keyed it. That's
Yeah.
it. So it looked goofy, but it didn't even say Episode 4, A New Hope. It just said Star Wars, and there was the crawl. That was what we believed was playing, and it's so funny. They played it. It did say Episode 4, A New Hope in this print. And it's so funny. As soon as it was done playing, all the film nerds in the audience knew exactly what that print was from. They were like, oh, that's the 1980 re-release print. When they only put it in theaters for a certain amount of time when it came out in 1977. But in 1980, right before Empire Strikes Back came out, they showed the print. And that was the first time they showed Episode 4, A New Hope in the title. So that was, I mean, people knew from every little detail what it was going to be. And they spoke before the thing. Sorry to keep going on about this. But they spoke before the thing. John Dykstra came out and talked, and he said this print we didn't have from George Lucas did not give us a 70 millimeter print of the untouched version. Like that
fucker.
like he got rid of those prints. He did not want those out there. He said, but this version, we found this cut of it. We found it was it was in Europe or the UK.
Oh wow!
And it existed over there. Someone still had it. It was never used in screenings because he's like, and this is kind of funny. He's like, I don't want to spoil this movie for anybody.
Star Wars?
Something big explodes at the end of the film, in case anybody hasn't seen it. And the film breaks right when it explodes. So he's like, it's kind of funny when you screen it that way.
Yeah.
Because they blow a certain thing up so big it ends the film. But he said, but that's why they never used it. So it sat there perfectly just untouched except for that part.
Just for
But he
that
said,
break.
but our projectionist believes that they fixed it to an acceptable level. We're going to put him to the test today.
Oh, wow.
And
So
so
he
they
taped it
played
back
it, and
together?
so yeah, it gets to that part. They fly off from the Death Star, and it like kind of jumped for a second as it exploded, and it was fine. And everyone clapped so big, like
so
you
cool.
did it, yeah! And it was like, dude, you did it. Like it was good. Like you could tell something was weird there, but it was.
That's literally with that type of film. That's literally taping the frames back together where that tear
yeah.
is, right?
He apparently got surgical and like just
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a great print of the movie. Really, the only thing was that it would have been cool if they got that one pre like Episode 4. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's the best. I think that's the best the world has to offer. And they said like this. They said we had to go through so many hoops. I didn't know they still had to get George Lucas's approval to show that version. So he must still have some pull with that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Wow.
mean? Like of
You
his
sold
films.
it. Dude, you sold it.
And they said, and we got him to sign off on it as a historical thing. So here it is. So anyway,
that's
it was super cool. Imagineers were in the audience. Disney people were in the audience. It was super crazy. So it was a lot of fun.
Any Mega64 fans in the audience?
Yes, because I tweeted about it the day before. I had about 5 or 6 different people come up to me. Hey, man, just want to say I didn't know about this until you tweet. Thank you for tweeting about
Nice.
that. I got a ticket.
You're a hero.
Cool.
I had that happen like 5 times. It was hilarious. So I'll tweet about more weird shit like that next time. But it was great. And then I drove directly from that screening. Credits rolled. Got in my car. Went to Galaxy's Edge, which is open to the public now and really hasn't been very busy. That area, I guess, has a good amount of people in it, but it's manageable. I think the tourists are staying away because they all thought it was going to be bad. So it's really not that
Scared of alien races.
So I went there
Xenophobic.
and I got the Batu mug. I admit
that.
I went to the planet Batu. This proves it. So I just want to say thank you everybody for that. Yes, I did visit.
Black Spire.
I've never been.
No, Sean.
Well, you could have gone Saturday.
I'm waiting.
No.
I'm waiting
Yeah.
till it's ready. I don't think they got all the kinks and the bugs worked out yet.
Well, the biggest ride is still not open.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
That's
really
why I'm waiting.
So you're not.
When does that open?
They don't know. Oh, it's from what I've heard, it's done, but it breaks down so often that they're like, look, we need to fix this.
You know what? I
It's
say
a huge dark
start
ride.
from scratch, tear it down, try again.
Yeah,
New
I say
Star Trek
bulldoze it.
ride.
Yeah, do Star Trek.
Do something else in space.
Yeah.
land.
Can you imagine if they didn't hype anybody up for that, and then you go on that ride, and all of a sudden it's like, stand down. This is a Star Trek Enterprise, and it comes in
Flies
like,
into you.
like
You guys.
what fucking galaxy is this?
I'd be so excited.
Engage number one?
I would be
And
so excited.
Data comes out, and he goes, "Oh shit!"
I love that.
Geordi.
Oh my god, you guys,
Yeah.
in that movie when Data said shit,
Yeah.
I lost
He actually
my.
said shit?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh,
Kevin,
I
you're
thought it was
laughing
a
behind the
joke.
camera. Yeah, you're laughing because it's a phony
Yeah,
bit,
I was like,
right?
Data wouldn't say shit.
It happened.
It was
Right?
Kevin. They never cursed in Star Trek
That's not his programming.
ever. He got a motion chip in it,
Oh,
and the
he got the
Enterprise is
shit
gonna
chip
crash.
installed.
Close up on his face, he goes, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. I
13-year-old
remember.
me was like,
Yeah.
"This is the best movie."
I remember that movie came on HBO while I was just, I think I was sick. I was a kid and whatever. I was just in my family's living room for some reason, just laying there. I think I don't remember. But that went on and my dad was like, hey, screw it, leave this on. I haven't seen the Star Trek movies and I haven't seen any of these in a while. And that part happened. Oh, shit. And the scene ended and my dad went, now I'm not a Trekkie, but I bet when that happened in the theater, people fucking stood up.
Lost their
Right?
mind.
Yeah.
Lost
I
their
didn't
mind.
know anything either, and I was like, I bet you're right.
But you know,
So-
honestly, legitimately, this
Yeah.
show has been around forever. The 50s or 60s, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the Next Generation comes out, and then like no cursing ever. And the first time you do it, you have the android with no emotions who just got it. Say it. Oh, brilliant.
Brilliant. That's good.
now,
stuff.
Brilliant.
now there's talk right now about, it sounds like Quentin Tarantino is doing his Star Trek movie.
I'm down for that.
I'm on board.
And the
That's
stuff,
fine.
yeah, because that's what I was going to say. The stuff that I've heard is, yeah, he's like not holding back language and shit like that. So you're good with that?
Don't care. I mean, honestly, to me, as the biggest Star Trek fan in the room,
Yeah.
I will say that you made the perfect movie of Star Trek. Like when they brought it back,
The J.J. Abrams one?
the J.J. Abrams one.
That was a great movie.
Couldn't ask for more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now do whatever you want. And I like Next Generation more than the original series for sure.
Yes.
But when I got that movie, I was like, I couldn't have asked for anything more. You nailed it. You tied things in.
Yeah.
You made it different. Do your own thing. Fine. And
You-
so now say whatever you want to say.
You know what is kind of a shame though is I agree that reboot movie was excellent, but it does kind of suck because when it ended, they're all together and that theme kicks in.
Yeah.
and I remember thinking, oh, all the adventures we can have with this crew now, and I
Yeah.
feel like it never lived up. Like
I agree.
Second one, and now a lot of people hate Star Trek Into Darkness. I still liked
Is that the
it.
second one?
Yeah. I still liked
with
it,
Khan?
but I remember getting
Oh, that
a
was-
quarter into the movie thinking, this isn't going to be as good. But I still liked it.
It was fine.
Yeah.
They played with your expectations a little bit, and like they changed things around because they were able to do it.
And then they
and
tie
then
it
the
in
third
with,
one I didn't even see in theaters because
there was a third one?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I watched like the
That
first,
wasn't JJ though. He bailed.
no, I watched the first 5 minutes of it, and I was like, I'm out. And,
Ugh.
but again, I got that first one. I'm good.
No Sulu, so I'm not on board. You gotta-
Sulu was in the third one.
No, but I need you to bring
Oh.
back George Takei.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he needed that. Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, I hijacked your thing with Star Trek.
remember
but-
he was mad. He was actually
He was
kind of
mad.
upset about the third one because they made Sulu gay. Like he
Yeah.
meets his husband at one point in the third movie.
Yeah.
and it's funny because they thought like, oh, George will probably
Love this.
really
Yeah.
like that the representation, and he was like, character's not gay.
He's like, I'm gay.
Oh.
The character was
yeah,
not gay.
he's like, no, that's me. That's not Sulu. It was like, oh, okay.
Well.
Everybody thought he was going to be into it.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what I thought about the third movie though.
Did you see it? I didn't. Yeah.
I
who was
didn't
the
see it until
villain?
Blu-ray, but I can't
If
remember.
you don't know
I
what you
liked
thought about it, that's probably telling.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
can't
you
even
thought.
remember. Who was the villain in
The
that?
third one?
Yeah.
I think it was a new villain.
Oh, yeah, get out of here with that.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But,
I
but
need nostalgia.
I kind of liked the conspiracy shit of the second one. I just didn't think it was as good of a movie.
You know what's funny though?
as
When
the
they
first.
announced they're doing the original series, like a reboot, I was like, yeah, it's fine. I don't care. If they announced that for Next Generation and like they got a new Picard, I would.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
You can't do
It's-
that. Even a new Data. It's like I don't. Nah, thanks. I don't know
like
what
younger,
that is.
younger, hotter Data.
I
That would
don't-
be like Joe
yeah.
Jonas.
Make Data like a
But-
hot android, like a sexy woman this time.
You guys
Yeah.
cannot wait. Picard is coming to CBS All Access, the new show starring Patrick Stewart back in Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is kinda
I'm
crazy.
On board. I'm on fucking board. And like, oh God, you guys, there's like a teaser. It's just him like in France with his winery, and it's like Picard labels on his wine bottles, and it's like, don't know what this is. I want that wine. I'm watching the show. So
Are you going to subscribe for that?
yeah, that got me. The Twilight Zone did not get me.
No.
Which I thought
I
it
didn't
would,
like it.
but I heard negative things about
Yeah.
it.
Wasn't very good.
But this will get me.
I feel like Get Out did so well for Jordan Peele, then everything that has had to live up to it has fallen short.
I still never saw Us.
Me neither.
But
I did.
everyone I kind of trust with movies, I mean, no, I don't know anyone that hated it, but
No.
it just kind of shrugged, and so I was like, well, I'll watch it later.
I didn't hate it, but it was like not what like. It's so hard to live up to how good Get Out was.
Yeah.
Again,
and
I never finished that.
It's not that.
Yeah, I really liked Get Out a lot.
I kind of like it where I left it off, though. It was just a fine family dinner.
Oh, you like UFC, and that was
Yeah,
it. You
it
ended
was that. It was right there.
You like MMA,
And then
that,
the
and that's
brother had
creepy.
a little. Yeah, it was, and he had like a couple lines where like, "What the fuck was that about?" But then I ended it.
and that's it.
That's it.
For
Just
yourself.
an awkward dinner.
I still laugh at when my parents wanted to see it. Oh, we want to watch all the Oscar nominees. Okay. I want to see Get Out. You guys know what this is about? Well, yeah, isn't it? You know, they go to dinner and, you know, the parents are kind of maybe, you know, are kind of weird because, you know, they don't know the daughter's dating this black guy and they're kind of, you know, old school and maybe they're a little bit racist. So like they try to like, you know, talk with them about it. Oh, you guys are in for something.
I know that that's wrong.
That's
but
what you're meant to think.
But for what I know of the movie, they're close. Like, so I don't know. I have no idea what I should finish this fucking movie. I'll
close.
I
finish
haven't
it.
even seen it yet.
You haven't
good.
seen it?
No.
Yeah.
Get Out was really good. Back to the Quentin Tarantino thing real quick. I thought he was doing 10 movies and getting out.
No.
I thought he said that too.
Did he
I
say
always
that?
heard that. And
Yeah.
this one that looks good with Leo DiCaprio and
I'm fucking stoked on that movie.
and Brad Pitt, which
Yeah.
me and Leo first name basis.
Hell yeah. What is it? Hollywood? What is it? What's it called?
I don't remember.
Live and Die and
Live
Live
and
and
Die.
Die. But dude, it's got the Spawn Ranch like Manson family as part of the
Yeah.
plot in it.
Yeah.
Like I saw
Now-
a trailer where they showed the actor playing Charles Manson, and I
I
was
thought
like,
it was
what?
all about
Okay.
Charles Manson.
Once
but I
Upon
don't
a Time in Hollywood.
That's it.
For some reason, I could not.
Yeah, me
I was like
neither.
going blank on it.
Yeah.
That's
think-
weird.
Live and Die in L.A. is a podcast. That's a different thing.
Slums of Beverly Hills. That's a different movie. You're right.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, I thought that was his 10th movie, and he was out. So the Star Trek announcement has me kind of going, is this for real? Or
He'll
is this
never be
bullshit?
out.
You don't think it'll come out? A rated R Star Trek?
Kevin
where they say
doesn't believe
fucking-
that it's.
I think he's gonna keep making movies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he'll make movies. Yeah.
You think he'll do his. But maybe take some time off after the 10?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I
easy
don't
to
know.
say stuff.
I always
Right.
heard that he was gonna do a Kill Bill Volume 3, and it was gonna star the same actress of that little girl.
When she's grown
Yeah,
up.
she's
grown
grown
up,
up.
which would be fucking
They should-
cool.
they should make
trying
that.
to
That'd be
kill
cool.
Uma Thurman, and she's probably old enough now,
Oh yeah, she's
Right?
totally
She's not going to be sore about it.
Yeah, because that was 15 years ago at least.
dude.
Yeah.
Quentin,
Make that.
make that. Yeah,
And she's got to kill
Uma Thurman, and you only get
I would
Uma
see
Thurman at the
that. I would
very
see
end.
that.
Oh, what a trilogy that
Dude,
would have been.
I hide a revolver in a box of cereal in my kitchen pantry just from that. I have weapons all throughout the house, but the revolver always in the box of Lucky Charms.
I see that they're saying that Uma Thurman hates him now. I didn't know that.
Well, he was into her feet. It was a whole thing. It's not our
Show
business,
feet.
though. That's
yeah, I don't
you
know.
know.
I don't know. I don't know.
No one's burned any bridges. Anything could happen.
There's a shot where she rings the doorbell in that scene,
Yeah.
and her finger goes so far back in a weird way that it grosses me the fuck out. It's so fucking creepy.
I love stuff like that in film, though, that is like just a close up of a awkward thing that
It just-
normally you'd be like, oh, take that out. That's like
It just like her
weird
finger
looking.
bends like it's
But when they keep that in on purpose, because it's probably like, no, it makes you cringe when you see that.
yeah.
Just like when I see her toes, makes me cringe.
Okay. Sure.
Is there any shot of feet in a movie though that you really liked? Like go down a list.
Well, back to Tarantino. In Dust Till Dawn, Satanica Pandemonium or whatever her name is, when she pours the whiskey down her thigh and it goes into Tarantino's mouth. Dude, you see Selma Hayek's toes like in his mouth, and it's such a close up on that.
I didn't see that one.
I never saw that.
You haven't seen that?
No.
Gotta give it up to Tarantino. Knows his feet. I will tell him that.
Somebody in the chat mentioned Home Alone nail through foot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a good
love
scene.
that scene.
I love watching that scene with my
Classic.
kids because they freak the fuck out, and I think that's great. I love it.
Somebody in the chat said happy feet. I'm gonna tread delicately here.
Oh.
I'm gonna tread very delicately.
Please, thank you.
Okay,
Is that the penguin movie?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was. It was a movie with the CGI penguins in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember being at the theater for a different movie. I don't remember what, but Sean, you were there,
Uh-oh.
and
What would I do?
someone you were dating at the time was there.
Oh.
And they-
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Were laughing through the Happy Feet trailer brought them an elation which I'd never seen,
I remember the story.
and it was.
Why didn't you
I
hit
hate
her?
to say this,
Yeah, no, go ahead.
because I don't
Elbow
want
her?
to insult anyone,
And so, hey, believe
But-
me, insult away.
but it was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing.
It was like,
and it was like, could you
I need
shut
to like
the
hide.
fuck?
What?
Like,
You
I
didn't
mean,
do
it
the-
was. It was
Shut up.
seriously from the director of Mad Max or whatever the fuck. That guy did direct it, I believe. George, whatever his name is, George Miller.
Miller, yeah.
Yeah, did it, and the penguins come down, do, and they start dancing. It was. Am I wrong?
You honestly, Rocco, you're toned down too much.
a
It was
simpleton.
louder. It was louder, and it was like, what the fuck?
That's a sink into your seat
I mean,
moment.
it was like it was
I've
like
been there, buddy.
because I know there was goofy stuff maybe they did every now and then, but to me it's like, hey, everyone's different. Not a big deal. That was like
Red flags. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag.
No, I'm not even saying that.
That's
It's
what
just
I'm
I had
saying.
to like kind
I
of
had to
duck
get the
down.
fuck. I can't go movies with you anymore.
And
But
in
yeah,
that,
it was-
I've been in that situation, and if you go like, "Hey, shh, quiet down," like you getting in trouble.
Yeah, you were,
and then you're
screwed.
getting a talking to after the theater. When your friends are away.
Oh, somebody
Why
in the chat
did you
said, "What other
shush
red
me?"
flag moments did you have?" Great question.
It's a red flag.
When we saw Toy Story 4, every trailer had fart jokes in it.
Every trailer.
Every single trailer,
Kids love
except for
fart
Frozen
jokes.
2.
Yeah.
Kids love fart jokes.
Hey,
put a fart.
every single one. Yeah, it was all the same fucking thing. Every kids movie was, what are we gonna do here? Awkward. Yeah, that is so not a thing. Awkward. I mean, it was the same fucking 4 jokes.
Sounds like Secret Life of Pets.
yeah, that Frozen 2 trailer came out, and I remember when it was over, I leaned over to Kevin. I was like, I'm not like a Frozen guy. That was classy as fuck.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the
Like,
trailer's pretty
I
good.
didn't see that.
Animation
Yeah.
is so incredible.
There's no jokes in it. There's
Frozen
no
2
like Olaf. There's
Really?
nothing.
Yeah, the trailer was like that's what I was telling Kevin. I was like, I was surprised that was as classy as it was. That was really well done.
My girls have finally gotten off the Frozen train.
Yeah.
They
let it go?
Thank you. They watched it 10 billion times.
Yeah.
And I honestly saw this was coming out. I'm like, ugh, I just got off this fucking train, and they're going to make
Gonna get
these
back
kids
on.
see this again, and it's going to go, God damn it.
Yeah.
Shit. I hated the first one. Can I say that? The first one
Oh,
sucks.
really?
didn't
I
know.
don't. I don't hate it, but I thought it was kind of missed opportunity. I
The
just
first
felt,
time I saw it, I was like, fuck this.
I just felt like when it ended, I'm like, okay, so they didn't think this was going to be that successful, and they just kind of walked away from it. Like it doesn't end with a song. I don't hate it, but it was just like that fell short of great.
It did. I mean, honestly, I don't know whoever the fuck had the simplest idea of how about 2 princesses.
Yeah.
That was smart. That was fucking genius.
I feel like one's bad.
what?
I feel like she's like off on her own, and she leaves. She's like disowned from the family because
She disowned herself, Garrett.
Yeah, but a loving family would never let that go. They would be, knocking on her ice door
the
every
whole
day.
movie was grim and bleak and not fun. Ugh.
I didn't walk away from it with grim.
Yeah, it was a fucking bummer.
I walked away from it with they stole about 50 Arrested Development jokes.
They did.
Right?
They
Like,
1000%
That movie
did.
has
Really?
like 8 Arrested Development jokes
does.
in it, and it's
and
like,
I don't think that was definitely on purpose.
You're just but this is going beyond homage.
You
at this
have
point.
one, and it's like, oh, that was for a 1% crowd. That's fine. But this was like,
But it definitely felt like a rushed out thing. But this one really, like the footage of it really looks impressive. And it just animation wise.
Yeah.
So we saw Toy Story 4 had incredible animation. I'm going to tell you what about Toy Story. We'll talk about that in a second.
Oh.
But we should plug some stuff real quick.
yes.
Movie talk went long. Yeah.
Thank
Sorry.
you for watching today, everybody, guys. We're doing this kind of impromptu on a Monday afternoon because we didn't get to it. Oh, I want to say, too, people asking, where's Derek? Derek actually is here,
Yes.
but he is toiling away on a video thing right now, so it was best
He's
if
working.
He's in the
on,
back.
he does that.
Yeah.
and we're doing
Hustling.
this.
Yeah.
But he says hi, too. And I want to say thank you to everybody for watching. If you like our show and you also like looking cool and feeling cool, you're going to want to go to shop.mega64.com because we've got so many great items, so many great valuables, so many great relics then
Collectors,
and now. Anything,
items.
any apparel you ever have wanted is there.
It's there.
At shop.mega64.com. Something we like to do when we do podcasts is we like to have a 64-hour special. That's a shirt that's only available for 64 hours. This week, we have a very special one that I think the insiders will like.
Insiders.
If you're not an insider, you probably want to walk away. It's the Trouble Finds Me shirt.
Oh.
You're a dumpster baby
And
if you
all-
don't fucking like this.
And all I
shirt,
want to
man.
say is tight. I like shirts.
Yeah.
So, there it is.
Hey.
That's something that...
this is a deep cut.
Yeah, this is a real deep cut.
We don't need to explain it anymore. I mean,
No,
it's-
I think that
If you know, you
it's
know.
a real deep cut. If you know, you want that fucking shirt.
Yeah.
I want this shirt. And I'm excited for it.
So it's up right now. It'll be up for the next couple days. Shop.mega64.com. But we've got a whole bunch of other great stuff too. And we have we're going to be rolling out a bunch of new stuff after these summer cons, which by the way, that's this week.
Oh my God.
This week we're going to Anime Expo in Los Angeles this
Yep.
weekend and RTX in Austin, Texas. Again, me and Garrett will be at Anime Expo. Sean, Derek, Kevin, and Meg are going to be in Austin at RTX. So come see us in whatever respective state. There's panel. We're doing a panel on the Friday of each show. So Friday night at Anime Expo, Friday evening at
We're going up
RTX.
against each other. It's Friday night panels.
Whose panel's going to be better?
Yeah.
I actually already know the answer to that.
Yeah, me too.
Is it yours?
Yeah.
I don't want to reveal.
Shit.
Well, he did, but
Oh, shit.
maybe
I'm
my
sorry.
answer's different. You do have the first opportunity at both of these cons to get some of this new merch, though.
That's true.
That we've been showing. Both RTX and AX first runs at some of our new designs.
We have a bunch of new stuff, and then of a lot of that stuff, if we have some left, we'll bring them online. So we'll let people know. But
Hell yeah.
shop.mega64.com. I would say, actually, I was honestly thinking, I was like, we should do another thing where we test like who had more fun. Like we do another kind of like fun off battle. But I feel like the last time we did it, you guys had like a lot of fun footage,
So
and
much
it was
fun.
me at Anime Expo just like putting out fires.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
the video's not fucking working.
Yeah.
It was like
Well, when I got
it
your
was like
footage
super
back,
upsetting.
I got your footage back. I'm like, what did you film? Like, oh, the panel not working. What else did you film? Well, that was it. It's like,
Yeah,
well, then,
it was like-
then we won.
Yeah, yeah.
You
It
did
didn't-
win.
It didn't turn into much of a competition because it was like our booth was like we were so busy the entire time.
Yeah.
Our booth was slammed, and then everything else was like something we had to fix. So it was like
I mean,
Sorry.
Brian shaved his head into a mohawk.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
fucking. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You guys did bring it that year, and
Yeah.
we brought what was the reality, which was
Hey,
putting out bonfires all weekend.
Yeah, that was.
I thought you were just gonna say putting out.
Putting out. Not a con.
Also, I think we should promote that we have new emotes on Twitch that you can use now.
Dude, if you're a Prime, sub
A
or
sub or just a sub,
just a regular
Yeah,
sub.
it's the first. So Amazon or whoever owns Twitch has unsubbed you. So you get a free Twitch Prime sub every month if you've got Amazon Prime. Give us your sub. Throw it our way. Who cares?
Yeah.
And we got some new emoticons. We have Diablo Garrett,
That looks good.
That
I've
looks
seen
sick.
that.
Screaming Derek, and we have Normal Guy Kevin. And that's
guy.
in addition to the bunch that we just added recently too.
Yeah.
So get on there and check that out. And thank you guys very much.
Yeah.
As always.
Beautiful.
And there'll be more to come as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so Toy Story 4.
Don't spoil. Legitimately, don't spoil this for me.
All I'm gonna say is don't be a toy and go into volcano. Okay.
Oh, no.
Plastic doesn't. I'm not spoiling it, but I'm just saying if you're ending a movie
no.
with toys and you're near a volcano, don't jump
Don't
in
do
and
that.
expect to.
Don't do that.
No, I'm just kidding. I have been. Kevin, you tell me how your feelings have felt over the past few days. I'm just in this state of dud on it. I'm just
wow.
I'm just like. I had the same review as Solo, a Star Wars story. I went. I had fun. I still don't think that needed to be made. It didn't really justify its existence.
It is not better than any of the other ones.
I feel it is definitely the weakest of all of them.
Yep, I enjoyed it, but it's the weakest of all of them. But all of them are great anyway.
Yeah.
So being the weakest Toy Story is not a bad movie.
Yeah,
But
I just
Toy
felt
Story is
like,
a great series.
But I honestly, the more I just felt like I thought it was the least sharp of all of them in terms of like I didn't really think it was very funny. And then it ended, and it ends very emotionally. But I felt like it was a lot of shuffling their feet, but we'll make them cry really good here, and it did. I was like, that was good, but
Yeah, but you
just
already
felt like,
already made me cry.
They got me on
I
three.
just feel like
You got me.
I
You
just
got me
felt
already.
like you guys really had it, and just leave it alone.
And
that's
that-
okay.
and that's the
but it's
thing.
not a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. I
really
felt
think
like,
if Toy Story 3 would have ended with a good ending, that no one would care. But
Yeah.
it ended on like the best ending for a trilogy, or one of the best endings for a trilogy,
Ever.
and
I
ever.
agree.
And you see like that. What a beautiful ending to this series. that I grew
Random
up with.
Ortiz nailed it. He's like he just said it in the chat. He's like it's the one of few series that had no black sheep.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna have 4. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like shouldn't have made
Getting
it.
long in
but,
the tooth
But
with
again,
the
I enjoyed
sequels.
it. Hey, I love those characters.
Yeah.
I thought, I just personally, I thought they introduced this like Forky character.
Yeah, what
and
is
the
that?
whole concept with that? It's a toy that it is a toy that is made,
Okay.
and it's kind of like,
And that-
what is a toy really? Like this is just a fork, but they glued the shit to it. Now it's a toy, and I thought that concept was like this is clever territory for this to go to.
Yeah.
And I felt like they spent so little on that and so much on like Bo Peep. And I'm like, man, I don't care half as fucking much about that.
Is that Woody's girlfriend?
Yeah, but she was gone in the third movie.
Yeah,
She was
she
just
was
gone.
gone.
The fact that she came back was like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Bo
so I
Peep.
just felt like, spend more time on that. That was the one territory you hadn't gone yet.
Bo
but-
Peep, you said no black sheep. She doesn't even have a black sheep.
No,
You
she's
know
got
what?
like one conjoined.
I enjoyed that joke.
Thanks, Sean.
Baba.
I enjoyed that.
Anyway,
I don't
that's all
think
I
I'm
had to say
gonna
about it.
see. I don't know. Maybe when that Disney streaming thing comes out, I'll watch.
Oh yeah.
That's what I would do.
My kids
the
are all
next one.
excited. I'm gonna take them. We'll see it.
Yeah, it's an enjoyable movie.
No, they'll like it.
I
I have no doubt they'll all love it. So
You're a Tom Hanks fan, so
love Tom Hanks.
but what it's worth seeing for completely is the animation is incredible.
It
Beautiful.
looks stunning.
Oh my God. The opening scene, you're just looking at, there's like some weather and some like water effects, and it's like, oh my God. And the toys, there's parts they'll get really close to like Woody's eye, and it's like, I could see all the paint detail in his eye. This is
Damn.
incredible. Especially because I just watched the old ones this
Right.
last week.
Yeah.
And the first one compared to this is just unbelievable. So like, yeah, it's worth seeing for that. So
I mean,
yeah,
it's like
that's-
what
it's pretty
25
incredible.
years that first one, right? Like how long
I
is
think
it?
so. 95.
95.
24.
Yes. Yeah, so about 25.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Ooh, that's terrible.
a quarter of a century. We got good.
I saw the chat typing that Keanu Reeves is in the movie.
Yeah,
he's in it.
He
plays
really
a-
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's having a
having
good
a hell of a year.
He is having a great.
Let me
year.
ask you guys in real. Oh yeah, what were you saying?
No.
In real talk. Let's
Yeah.
get real. Again, I'm being open and honest with the
Yeah.
crowd.
Thank God.
Is anyone sick of Keanu Reeves?
Not yet.
Here is the thing. I am not, but I see it where it's like
It's looming.
he's not doing anything to me. Like he is not pushing himself out there. He's just doing his own thing, and everyone is so into him right now that I could see it where it's like he's not asking for this. Like, he's embracing it because he's a nice guy. But like, people are trying to ruin him for me, and you can't. You can't.
Yeah,
Such a good guy.
Yeah, but it's going to be. It's getting there.
Yeah,
like
to
I
me-
never really cared about Chris Pratt ever.
Yeah.
But people really fucking did for a while.
Yeah, and that I was like not interested.
No,
in that.
me neither. And I never. And that's the thing is like Chris Pratt was this like okay, he was a guy in Parks and Rec, and now he's like in my face and everyone says that
Jurassic
I should
World,
fucking love him,
Star-Lord.
because he's so charming. I don't give a fuck about this guy. But Keanu Reeves is like, well, I've loved you since I was a kid in Bill and
Yeah.
Ted, so like we have a history,
Which-
whether you know it or
Yeah,
not. We
They
do.
I
started
have-
filming today.
Yeah,
Did
they
they?
started filming Bill and Ted 3 today.
damn.
Really?
Today
Yep,
they started
tweeted
filming.
it out.
Yeah.
I have always loved Keanu. Even when he did the Matrix sequels, people were like, "This guy's so fucking wooden. This guy's so." I survived the Keanu sucks era, and I was the one going, "This guy is awesome."
And let me tell you, when you weren't here and Derek and I were talking about him, he said that era never existed, and I said, I
did.
swear to you, it did exist.
Absolutely did.
It did. Okay,
When,
good.
it was around when he did the sequels. People were like, "Why did they continue to cast him?"
Yeah.
And I was like, that guy rules, and I think when you give him the right role, he's awesome because he is that. But that's fine, like for certain roles. Don't maybe cast him as, there's certain roles you couldn't put Keanu Reeves as, and that's what you got to know. But I've loved him forever, but I am hitting that. He's at like this Bill Murray level right now, where I'm going like, hey, everyone, there's not really much to like let him do his thing. I really like him. But the like gag about like just putting him in everything is like, all right, shut up. Let's. So I've had to mute him on a few different.
You know what?
things.
Maybe just mute the people who talk about him, because I think
Yeah,
that's
I
the
have,
problem.
definitely.
There are a couple people
It's
that I
not
follow
him,
that
it's
it's just
them.
pictures of him a lot,
He's very memeable.
but he's so handsome.
So handsome.
I get it.
That makes a good meme.
Fucking
A
get
handsome
it.
meme.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
But I'm
Yeah.
cool with them casting him in whatever they want to do.
dude.
I like
it's
the
really just the
cyberpunk.
online stuff.
I like the cyberpunk
that's great.
appearance.
Yeah.
I mean, that got me to take notice of that. I wasn't even really clued in on that game, or
Right.
really like I wasn't really pursuing it. And then they showed that, and I was like, hey, you know what? That's cool.
I liked John Wick. I'm hearing that he said in some interview that he'd be down for more Matrix if Wachowskis were directing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's really going anywhere, because I've heard about Matrix reboots.
Yeah, the latest rumor, but again, like these, I feel like there's a new rumor about it every day. But the latest one is that they're like, supposedly they're about to announce that, because apparently, it's like the Wachowskis aren't really being given movie projects now. Like
After
they
Jupiter
kinda,
Ascending, right?
They kind of yeah. I mean, there's just a lot of instances of like they didn't make their money back, kind of since the Matrix.
That sucks.
But everyone involved with the Matrix is saying, I'm not doing it unless the Wachowskis
Which
are
is
involved."
great.
Like, that is their baby.
I love that.
Yeah, and so the latest rumor is, because there's this guy, I think it's Zach Penn, is said I'm writing the script. Like they're having me write the script. Supposedly they're about to announce that he is the one writing the script, and that they are directing it.
Fuck yeah.
And like we'll have input on it.
Okay.
And it sounds like that's probably the safest bet in terms of like
everyone gets what they want.
Okay, the studio doesn't really want to just turn it all over the Wachowskis anymore, but they're getting their way. So
Compromise.
hopefully that works. But I don't. What did Zach Penn do? I don't really know. Somebody in the chat saying he sucks, but I can't remember what he did. I loved Cloud Atlas for what
I
it's
still
worth.
have to see that.
I thought it
haven't
was
seen that.
incredible. Personally,
I'm part of the problem. I don't even go out and see the movie.
God, be a solution for
Yeah,
once.
you're right. I owe it to the Wachowskis.
Yeah.
I owe it.
But I think the best scenario if they do a Matrix reboot, because somebody said, would you want it to be a reboot or continuation? I fucking hate reboots.
It could be both.
In terms of just resetting the continuity, I hate that. The Matrix is rare territory where it can be both. They literally
Ava.
set up in those movies that this has all happened before, and this cycle will continue. So they can reboot it with all new characters, but it's like the 8th version of this.
Yeah, what
or
does the
something.
architect tell him, that he's the 9th one?
He is the 6th iteration.
The 6th.
He said, we have a method of control. The Matrix was perfect, but human minds didn't buy it because humans are inherently flawed. So they created a flawed version of the Matrix.
We need
And
chaos.
they said human beings needed to have a choice even if it's on a purely subconscious level. So he said, so they planted the Matrix in a way that some people would want to, or they would wake up from it, or they'd want to wake up, or they'd feel the need to wake up. Even if they weren't totally aware of it, humans all have this floating in their mind, and some would wake up. And so the robots, the machines in that world have Zion ready and prepped for them so that they can escape and feel like, oh, we're hiding in this underground city. Yeah, it was all another method of control so that these woken up humans, batteries, can go down in this and then populate the city. They populate. And then when they get to a threatening level, they sweep it out, they flush it out, and then
Squiddies.
And then the result of the unfinished, imperfect math of the Matrix forms itself as the anomaly that they call the One. He eventually makes his way back. He is programmed to make his way back to the core of the Matrix. They disseminate the code and everything they learned from it, and they reflush and reboot the Matrix to start all over again. And they do
Like a new install of Windows 98.
Yes.
think I didn't pick up on this.
Dude, the subtext
saw
in
it.
this series is so good.
Yeah. So that is the story of the Matrix, and he tells Neo, the Keanu Reeves Neo, the one that we know. They say, you are the 6th iteration, and the thing, and that's the whole genesis of these sequels is that he goes, there are 2 doors. This is the one where you go in and we disseminate that code from you, and the Matrix refreshes, and humanity continues on existing because the Matrix continues existing. But if you go through that door to save Trinity, because she's about to die, if you go through that, the Matrix will not refresh. Nothing is reset. The Matrix is going to fucking crash. It's all going to break. Humanity goes extinct. So is that worth saving your girlfriend? And he goes, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And that's when the architect goes, oh, you're going to break this shit. I hope you know that. And Neo doesn't know what he's going to do, but he's like, no, I'm going to save them and humanity. How? I don't know. But that's the third movie is like, how do they do it? And then Smith, what does he do in those sequels? He copies himself, replicates himself. He is not behaving the way he should in the Matrix.
He's running
And by
amok.
the end of the third movie, what is the Matrix? It's a bunch of fucking duplicate files because the Matrix hasn't been properly. Smith is the result of the math of the Matrix trying to balance itself out, and it can't because it doesn't understand what the fuck Neo is.
Y2K,
so it's
baby.
going compensate, try to make sense of this, and that's what Smith is. Mm-hmm. And he even says to Neo, I've been trying to figure out the purpose of humanity, and I figured it out. Purpose of life is to end. He is just trying to figure out 1 and 0, and he cannot figure that out. So he has this nihilistic thing, and that's what Smith is. And so Neo finds a way to eradicate that. And then what happens? The Matrix is reloaded at the end, and it continues existing. But they give humans, again, a chance to leave if they want. And
Free will.
And the robots agree they won't threaten them if they do. That's the truce at the end. Hey, the Matrix will continue, but if people want out, we're not going to fight them. We're going to let them out, and we're not going to fucking kill and all that stuff.
See,
that's the truce at the end. So this new one, it can be after this truce. It can be, maybe the truce is broken and someone is starting to wake up and realize that, like, hey, everyone is, enslaved in this thing. And it's like, yeah, a long time ago there was a truce and the machines broke that. Who knows?
Aren't you glad you know this now, Sean?
I actually legitimately am. Normally Rocco's on tangents. I kind of tune out. I was into this one.
Yeah.
I think I should watch that with the kids. I think that movie, that may have the sequels. I don't know if they get that, but
A lot of guns.
I get that.
I say just the sequels.
But
Do your kids like guns?
it's not blood.
There
That's
is
true.
blood in the first one.
Is there?
But not.
It's an R, but I don't know.
It's R, but only because of like realistic gun violence.
Yeah.
There is blood, but it's not like gore shit. It's just real, super realistic gun violence, and that was real touchy at that time, especially.
I love the idea though of a reboot and a remake. In the same,
they should
I
do
mentioned this
it.
before. Like,
I think so.
You could do that with The Princess Bride, and when Fred Savage is a grandpa, he could be the grandpa reading the story to a kid and tell the same fucking story,
Right.
and that would be awesome.
It's
So
both
do that.
one and the same.
It's one and the same. If they don't do that, that is a huge missed opportunity.
I was thinking,
yeah.
like, how crazy would it be if this new Matrix movie comes out and, the screening starts, it pans down into a city, and you see Keanu, but he's agent, like, and it's
Yeah.
Somehow they've turned Keanu into the Agent Smith character.
Yeah, maybe that because even when Smith shows up after Smith died.
Yeah.
And then he shows up again and reloaded, and he's like, how? They're like, how did this happen? And Smith goes, I'm not sure what happened. It's something when you you absorbed me or whatever, something overwritten or copied. And it's always kind of been left to like, oh, maybe maybe Neo's like programming.
Smith even got into reality. Smith got himself into a physical meat body in the Zion too.
Yeah.
I understand computers and computer lingo, we'll say, way better now than when I watch these movies the one time. I feel like if I watch it now, I will get things that I definitely did not even pick up on.
Yeah.
That first.
Hey,
time.
Sean, any moment, any hour of the day, you want to call me and say, I'm ready to watch the
It's
Matrix
time.
sequels?
I'll say, Rocco, it's
Come on
time, and
over.
I'll hang up, and you'll know what that means.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And then you hang up the phone like on the payphone.
Hell yeah.
And you fly into the sky.
Yeah.
To Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, but anyway, still.
I just love Jordan Jones in the chat. Sean is so fucking lucky that I could call you and do that. I'm living people's dreams right now.
That should be.
You are,
hey,
dude.
This game days.
You
Let's
are.
do, dude. If there's no other official after hours event,
Yeah.
dude, we'll rent the room for longer, and it'll be like after hours
Watch
Matrix
Matrix
screening, and
Rocco.
I'll talk through the entire thing.
Wow, what a treat.
That would be fun.
You know what? But we already rented the room, and we can't be in there all night. So tell you what, I'll let everyone know what room I'm staying in.
Perfect.
And we'll just flood in. We'll let everyone know. There's got to be room for how many? At least 100 people.
You get like 12 people on a bed. If they sit like cross-legged.
Yeah, cross-legged.
Yeah, don't sit on my bed though. No, that's.
Oh,
not,
that's
nah.
your bed. That's where you're gonna. That's your stage. Your bed.
That's his horny bed.
No, that's not.
You don't want to sit on that bed.
No. Well, it's just rude. You put your ass on my bed. No.
Moist.
I hate
Get
the
out
ass
of
on
there.
the
It's a wet
pillow
area.
deal.
Ass on pillow is no good. Socks on my pillow. I've
When-
had.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've had socks on pillows. I've had asses on my pillow.
Sitting
And
on
it's
a
like,
pillow.
no go. Sorry.
That's a
Somebody in the
no-go.
chat said this is set up for the game days orgy.
When you-
hey, whatever it takes to get to watch the Matrix films. No, but I was gonna say, we were just talking about that. We were in the car or something about hotel etiquette,
Yeah.
and we were saying it was like we were like, okay, when we're like we were doing GDC and editing videos, and we're all together like in someone's hotel room. I don't care if people sit on my bed.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But
we're there
don't
for hours.
sit on my fucking pillow.
Yeah, don't sit on the pillow.
like
and
ass on pillow, backed up, sitting on the pillow. It's like, dude,
I mean,
fucking sleep.
I
there.
will.
That's what I do.
See, no,
To my own area to keep
I-
anyone else
no.
off.
A lot of times, I mean, I'm sure I've done this to you, so I'll only just apologize, not knowing if I did or not. But I will say that a lot of times I will sit back there, but I'll take the pillow and hold the pillow, which is still weird. It's not my pillow. I probably shouldn't
Sure.
be doing that. That's weird. But I don't want my butt on it.
You hold it like you hug it, like you're.
No, it's just like
Binky?
yeah, no, it's just like there, just
You're hugging it.
Yeah.
no, stay away from
I hug it and I
pillow.
cry.
I don't mind
Gamer
if somebody
tears.
wants to rest their head on my pillow. Like people put heads on pillows. That's
And
fine.
and that pillow
I
is,
don't care about
is a
that.
loner for you anyways.
Yeah. Personally, I don't care about that, but asses, you.
Yeah. I've seen people like, let's watch the TV, and they lay on their stomach on the bed with
Oh.
their sock feet on the
Yeah,
pillows.
I see that too.
Don't
I
do that.
I hope
Yeah,
I don't
that's
do
not-
that.
Well, you're-
Did I
don't
do
do
that?
that.
You're
That sounds like
guilt-
something I would do.
You're guilty for having feet all
Over everything.
everywhere,
Everything.
But I don't know that I've ever seen you with your sock feet on my pillow.
Well, good news. I rarely wear socks.
So
So-
that's even
feet.
worse. Like toenails,
That's even worse.
scratching
got-
toenails.
Is it worse? Is barefoot or socks worse?
barefoot
On
in
the
my
thing, right?
in my world, socks are worse. Socks are worse
because they stink or what?
because they're sweaty and they're stinky.
They're all-
like feet can be these things too, but that can wash off
Yeah,
easily. Where
feet are
socks
just
have to go in
wonderful.
the washing machine.
Socks are gross. Feet are just incredible.
Is
They're
everyone
not incredible, but
is everyone here off white socks?
oh,
Black socks.
Black socks, right?
The only
All
white
around.
socks, that I wear are when they are characterized by something.
Yeah,
like
In-N-Out socks.
Like I got those In-N-Out socks.
Yeah.
Those are white. No, but otherwise, no. I wear like patterned.
The
But, like,
lightest-
we all
whatever.
grew up. Why did our mom buy us all white
Because
gym
I think
socks?
that's what the look at the time.
That's all they made,
And
or
you
what?
know,
Yeah,
the only
that's all they
socks
made
I
at the
have
time.
now, actually, I have these socks that are not. These are close to white.
Yeah, but they're Padres. That's
But
good.
Padres, and if
But
you
the
may
bottom's
notice,
black.
it says #1 dad. Oh, you can't tell.
Oh,
but it
that's pretty
says
cool.
#1 dad on that.
Number one stunner. What?
Now those
Hey,
are some socks.
Real quick, film my feet. So I don't know. These were samples sent by our sock people, and they're logos for some company, but I don't know what the company is.
Oh.
It might say on
Show
here.
feet.
Oh, roll bar. What's roll bar?
Oh, dude, roll bar
What is
is like
roll bar?
fucked up porn.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like really
It's
hardcore
like
stuff.
the worst of the worst is on roll bar.
Oh shit! Somebody in the chat said they're like a worse Monsanto. Oh no!
you-
That sucks. No,
Oh.
nobody said that. Nobody.
So
said
that's a
that.
sample of like what our socks are going to be like. I mean,
yeah.
obviously,
Yeah, they'll be like they'll be
Oh,
like this.
those are
crew.
nice.
I like
I
the
love
crew.
these socks. I love them. So
Very
I'm
nice.
really stoked about that. But yeah, what is roll bar? I don't. It's error tracking software.
Oh,
Error
Okay.
tracking.
No.
That
They
sound-
sent me these. They sent me Soylent, which I was stoked about, and then some other thing that was like ping pong club.
what is
Where
error
are my
tracking?
socks? They sent them just to you, care of Rocco Bodie, literally no one else.
main guy.
I'll take the ping pong
You know, I
socks.
don't know who they were for. I just put them all on.
So you can have him now. He's done with them.
Oh, you know, it's just now occurring to me that they sent 3 pairs of socks.
Interesting.
and they all went to
Wonder
Rocco.
why. Yeah.
I just kind of put them all on.
Rocco's
like-
Rocco and Rocco.
They
What a
just went
nice
to my
treat for
house
me.
and I went, ooh, and I did it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I would have taken those.
Hey, you can.
Try him on.
No.
Yeah, take it off.
Try 'em
No.
on. Go ahead.
No.
We get it.
Here you go.
done.
Here you go.
we
Zoom
don't need
in
to
on
close
that.
up for this part.
Oh.
Zoom in on that. We'll get demonetized. Oh, pale.
No. I don't know what else we need to
I'm
talk
trying to be
about
nice.
on this podcast, but
No,
So-
I mean, we're in that time, right?
I thought
Funk
so.
is in the air now.
Isn't it? I mean, it's been an hour, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, we hit our quota. Hey, before we go though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say a couple things because we didn't talk about things we probably should have, like our Judgement video
Oh, yeah.
and our live show.
What?
And I just want to say real quick, I'm not going to go far into the live show. If you were there, I just want to say thank you so much. It was 2 of the best nights of my life. We had
Yeah.
so much fun.
It was a lot of
I've
fun.
I've never felt like a rock star until that. And
Yeah,
there
that
was
was
a moment
insane.
last night where something happened and I was like, this is what being a band is. And I'm doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And I've never thought I would do it. So that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for going and for, buying a ticket to something you know what the fuck even was. So
Yeah.
we just want to say thank you, and I had a great time.
That was really incredible experience to do that. And it really wasn't honestly my fear going into it, because people kept saying, are you nervous? Your first live comedy shows, because these are more involved, because a lot of people thought, oh, these are just going to be like their panels, but
Yeah.
they're really not. Like
It's
we were
not.
doing sketches and improv and all kinds of different layers to it, and people were like, are you nervous? And I was like, I'm nervous about technical stuff. Like, does our video play? Does this work? Does the mic work? I get nervous about that. Doing theater, that's how we met. That part doesn't make me nervous. I felt so comfortable and and I was just having fun getting into the performance of it and all that stuff. So I really, really liked it. And when it was over, I'm enjoying it, but I was like, are other people? But the response was so good last night. And I had a couple different people say to me after the show, like something to the effect of like, that felt like your next step. Like that felt like the evolution of Mega64. Like this is kind of, I was like, really?
Live sketch show.
Like I think a lot of people didn't expect kind of what we did.
Yeah.
That's cool. The surprise.
I'm really stoked about that. I'm glad people liked it. And I just want to let everyone know, we really do want to do more of these and go everywhere.
Yeah, we want
That's
wanna
what
come
we
to
want to
you.
do.
Yeah.
Because we know that
Ideally-
you're on the East Coast. We
Yeah.
know that you're
we
in the
really want to
Midwest,
do East
in
Coast
other
and-
countries even.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know what the future holds for this show.
Yeah.
But we will say that we're looking into it. We would love to
Yeah.
do it. So
Yeah.
you know.
I want to say thanks to all of everyone who came out, but also like so good to see both nights. So many familiar faces.
It's true.
People that we've met over the years.
Dude, people
at
flew
conventions.
in from like New York to come to
Yeah,
this.
I mean,
and Boston, and everywhere.
It was really cool getting to see everyone out there in the crowd, and we were really happy and really had an awesome time putting those 2 shows on.
Yeah. So thank you to everybody, and stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have more to announce with that soon. Regarding the Judgment video.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel bad we didn't
I
really
know.
cover that.
You
We can cover it more too when I mean we're probably not going to have one of these next
Yeah, let's
week.
talk about it right now if you want. We can go a little longer. I have to pee though, and I've been told
I'm holding
I've
it.
been
You wanna
trying
do it right
so
now?
hard. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'll set this up.
You
and
set
then-
it up.
Yeah, you can wear these when you come back. You don't want to change? Okay.
He doesn't want that.
Anyway, but yeah, this Judgment video that we did, it was really awesome opportunity. We found out that the creator of the Yakuza games was coming to E3, and the awesome people at Sega let us know, and it was basically like, hey, he would be down to do a video if you think you can pull that off. And I was like, hell yes. The Yakuza games are like, that is my video game comfort food. I could play those fucking all day. I just love those. And so obviously Judgment I was super excited for because it's sort of it's not a sequel to those games, but it's that same DNA, it's a detective story.
Yeah.
But,
it lives in Kamurocho. It's in that same environment.
Yeah.
It's in that same game engine.
Yeah, same soul.
But changes the gameplay around to where, like, okay, the fighting is similar if you're accustomed to the Yakuza fighting system.
Yeah.
But the other gameplay elements, like the trailing of your suspects and just the QTE, like chase scenes and stuff, it's like adding a different style of gameplay in that sandbox, which is already so fun.
It was really cool. And we mentioned this before, but now people know what we were doing is they invited me and Kevin went down. It was a day we had off or whatever. And they invited us to come play Judgment before it was out at the Sega headquarters. And me and Kevin went by that day and, they were like, yeah, here's an early build of the game with English voices and all that stuff. So check it out and see what you think. And we were playing it and tailing the guy, and we were cracking up at one when he would dart behind stuff like to like not get caught.
He looks so stylish.
And then he sent a drone in to spy on him, and I thought it was really funny. I'm like, they don't hear that drone? Like let's spy on this guy. That was really funny. But those games in general are what I love in all entertainment, and it's not just games, but me personally, my favorite entertainment is when you find that perfect line between serious and funny, where it's like they're taking it dead serious, but what are we doing? This is so like silly or whatever. And Yakuza games have always done that really, really well. Is that I'm gonna go sell a chicken at this place, and it's a dead it's. Kiryu is like walking in and he's serious, but then he puts a rooster on the table and it's, what I mean? It's like, it's that kind of thing. So I love that. And so playing that game, it was like, hey, Kevin, this is a video. Like, there's no way we can't make a video about this. And so we did that. And then luckily got...
I got his name right here.
Yeah.
Toshihiro Nagoshi.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. We got him in the video and super cool guy. But kind of an elusive guy. Like, not everyone could get time with him. So we were lucky that...
Kind of an intimidating guy.
Yeah.
I was so happy to meet him, though. Like, I really am so glad that all these Japanese developers are willing to work with Mega64 because we've gotten to meet so many people over the years. And this guy was no exception. Just super nice, super helpful in filming. That was during E3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing that was kind of cool too is we needed a place kind of near E3 to film with him because he was a very busy guy, and so it was kind of like, well, we're not filming this at E3. That wouldn't fit with the video. We got to go somewhere secluded. And so I was just scouting around before, and I was like, I know this convention center pretty well because we've done so many cons there over the years. So I'm at the LA Convention Center, and I'm like, there's a back dock area, like behind the building. Let's go there. And I went out there, and I'm like, there's just a bunch of like crates and shit out here. This would be a great place to film. And we went there, and it was like, typically filming anywhere in LA is a pain
Yeah.
But like, it's like, where's your permit? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Where's my cut? Kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
We went out there and then we were shooting, and I'm realizing out of my peripheral, I'm like, oh, all these guys want to like move shit with forklifts and stuff. Oh my god,
All the union
we're in their
guys.
way. And then we said cut, and the dude on the forklift is like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to run this until I knew your shot was over. Is it safe to do it? And I was like, yeah, no problem. All these guys that work behind the scenes at the convention center were like really like, hey, I don't want to mess up your shot. Sorry, I'm going to move this crate. Is that okay? It was like, yeah, thank you. Like, they were really cool. Like, a lot of people are jerks in LA when it comes to filming, but these guys were totally like, hey, no, we don't want to get in your way. This looks great. Yeah, this is cool.
It was a perfect storm.
Yeah, so it just worked out so good. Like, so thank you to all the kind workers of the LA Convention Center. Yeah, so it was really, really fun filming that. Really cool opportunity, and I was intimidated as hell. So that, it all worked out.
Nice.
He was actually a very, very nice guy, but we were like, okay, crank it up for this. Okay, and he did. It was just like, yeah, get right in my face. And what's fun with filming a video like this too is it doesn't sound like it might be fun just saying it, but when you have a higher up from a company on set to tell you what you can and cannot do, that sounds like it would be restrictive, but I love that because it's like, no, we don't have to go through a bunch of emails. We can
tell me now.
Right here and now. Can we do this? Can we do that? He's out there waiting on the dock. Well, what's he doing? And I'm like, you know what? It'd be cool if he's, maybe what if he was like smoking a cigarette? Is that cool with you? Oh, okay. Yeah. I think, that's up to him. Oh, no, he doesn't want to do that. Okay. That's fine. Or just whatever, like stuff like that where you can do it. Cause I remember we had that with Konami when we filmed with Konami. It was like, okay, we want to reference Boktai. Can we do that? And we went over to him and, it takes a minute and it's just like, yeah, you can reference Boktai. Okay, great. I love having that that interaction. And so, yeah, we had that with this and it was really, really helpful. It was just a great experience. It was really, really cool. And I had a lot of fun doing that video. And that was the first time we have a new camera that we've been using for all our videos this year. A nice Canon cinema camera, whatever, but we never used its high frame rate slow motion.
Oh, yeah.
And we got to in this one when I was like, in all those games, when you do the takedown moves, they go
your tongue,
slow
Sean.
motion.
Oh,
so we got to
your
shoot
tongue.
They kept saying,
in both
wag
of
your
those?
tongue more. I'm like,
I think it's so funny though because it's in that slow motion high frame rate, and it's just.
I will say, we were filming this video, and I fall to the ground.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the fuck happened, but I just missed the ground. Like my hands did not catch me.
Would you
and
fall
just
into the air?
Jaw
Oh.
onto the ground, like straight up, like and like I felt fucking terrible after that. Like we kept filming, but I was like dizzy and nauseous, and like Derek, you gotta drive back. And I legitimately do not remember the drive back to the studio. Like,
Yeah, I think you rocked yourself.
I fucked myself.
You got
up.
a concussion, bro.
I don't know if it's a concussion or
You don't think?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
because Sean went to sleep and came back.
I did fall asleep.
Oh my God.
I did take a nap. I lay because I felt so sick. I'm like, I'm gonna lay down in my office. And I fell asleep for like 10 minutes. I was like, I shouldn't have done that.
That's how you don't wake
I shouldn't
up.
have done that.
You
But
weren't
he's
thinking
here.
straight.
Here I am. Hello.
Shouts out to Derek for a beautiful artist sketch.
Oh yeah.
In the video, I mean, nailed every feature of
Yeah,
our director there. That was great.
that was fun. But anyway, I think that's all I had to really say about it. It was really, really cool. And check out, and again, like I've been playing Judgment.
Check the game out.
and
It
it's
is
been
fun.
Great. So yeah,
That's all I've been
No
playing
surprise
lately.
there.
Well,
The chat seems really sold that you had a concussion.
that's what you know. What, that's
They're
what
all
I
doctors.
thought too. I thought that, and then these guys are like, you're fine.
I mean, you slept and you came back.
I shouldn't have done that though. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Don't do things that I do.
Do you feel okay now?
Yeah.
You did okay on the live show on
I felt
stage
fine.
last night.
No, I feel like
Remembered all your lines and.
if you really have a serious concussion, you fall asleep. What happens? You don't die, do you? Go into a coma?
I think
you
so.
die?
I think so.
I don't know if you die. I think you like have trouble waking up, right? I guess that would be dying.
I slept. It was.
You never wake up again.
Yeah. It's
was
just- you just don't do
says
it
you
again.
can die. You can die.
Self-death.
It's like serious. Now I'm feeling like I just dodged a bullet here. I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
But again, I'm not sure if it was a concussion or not.
You go into a coma and don't wake up. God, that sounds good right now. Fuck.
Terry Schiavo shit.
Wow. Well,
I'm just saying. It's been a very busy week.
I slept like a baby last night.
I guess I am lucky to be here, and thank you for watching. And we will see you later. Come see us at all the conventions. We'll be all over the country, selling stuff, signing stuff, and being fucking friendly as shit.
To New Zealand, I saw.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we announced that, by the way.
So much stuff.
Sorry,
Jesus.
but we are coming. Well, we'll have more info later, but we are coming to New Zealand. Armageddon Expo.
We're going to. I mean, that's
Next level.
the other side of the world for us.
Yeah, so we are coming to New Zealand. I've seen a lot of people. It just got announced last night. It kind of surprised us. We got out of our show and it's like, oh, New Zealand people are tweeting at us. What? But yeah, it is happening. We're coming to New Zealand. We are not doing because I've seen a lot of people that are like, oh, they're coming to this. Well, maybe they're near Australia, so maybe they'll come there and I'll wait for that. We are not. We're going to. We have a very busy schedule later this year.
Yeah.
And that's all we have time to do. We're coming out to New Zealand and coming back. So just letting everybody know we won't be at any of the other. We're not going to. Yeah. Sorry, Australia. Someday we'll see you. But
Someday.
That ain't happening this year.
I have no idea, literally no idea, what it takes to get to Australia to New Zealand. Like,
It's a simple walk into Mordor.
I don't know what that entails. That is nothing. But in my mind, on the map, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Again, I could be off, but come on over. Just
you could jump across.
Take a ferry
that.
over. Do you guys
Yeah.
have little ferries? Take a tugboat over.
Yeah, we'll take
Come
a
say hello.
tugboat. I'm sure they have some cute Australian name. Take a tug.
Anyways,
Hey, you gonna take a tug?
Garrett, the fucking you fucked your stand up. Thank you for watching.
Anyway,
and
thank you guys.
Have a great
We'll
have
see
a
you
great night. Does this sound cool?
at Anime Expo and RTX.
Dual
this
mics.
weekend.
Is this
We'll see
cool?
you.
Have a great. Was this bad?
Oh, it's like surround sound.
Have a great night. Talk to you later.
Meg, you didn't
See
get
you
to do
later.
anything. Meg, you didn't do a cool bit to end the show. Go ahead, Meg.